Okay, so this is going to be my top 10 upcoming games of fall 2022. And this is probably the biggest list I've done so far. I've gone over this list at least 3 times, added new games, removed old games, and I just want to say this is the list I think I'm most proud of. I got so many honorable mentions, actual list games on here. I have so much stuff on here and all of these games look so good. Honestly, probably the most hyped list I've done so far. I'm really excited for all of these games and I'm confident they're all going to be releasing within the next few months or so. And with that being said, let me just say before we get into the video that this video is not in any particular order, but I will say that I am slightly more excited for the games to the top of the list than the bottom. That's pretty much it. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that sub button. Let's get right into the video. So to start out this list, I have 5 honorable mentions, and the first one is Anime Legends. Now the reason why Anime Legends is no longer on the actual list is because we have not seen anything from this game except a few ROBUX, and the only real sneak peek we got was around a year ago. Since then, the devs have said basically nothing, but Anime Legends, regardless of all of that, is still a beautiful open world anime based game that I can't wait to play, even though we don't know when it's coming out. Based off the trailer alone, there's aspects from multiple different anime like One Piece, Naruto, Dragon Ball, etc. So I'm very excited to see this come out. I wish I could put Anime Legends higher on the list, but I really know basically nothing about the game because the devs don't really tell us much. Moving on to number 4, I have Demon Journey 2. Now if you played the original Demon Journey, you know that it was a damn good game, in my opinion at least. I had a great time playing Demon Journey. The combat was fun. Obviously it was a while ago, so it was much simpler, but Demon Journey 2 was looking gas. The boss fights look amazing. The PvP actually looks really fun. Like I said, I enjoyed playing the OG Demon Journey, so seeing that there's a sequel, this is probably gonna be a really good game as well. Yeah, I'm very excited to see Demon Journey. That is my number 5. At number 3, I have Emblem Tales, and just like Anime Legends, this would have been on the list, but I have no clue when the game's coming out. It's had so many release dates now, but the owner just keeps pushing it back again and again, so until I'm sure there's a confirmed release date, I cannot put it on the list. Aside from that though, just like Anime Legends, the game is beautiful. The map looks great, the skills look great. I did get the chance to test this one myself, and the combat wasn't crazy, but it was fun. And I think the main focus of this game is going to be PvE anyways, so I'm not really too heavy on its combat, but yeah, Emblem Tales looks great. I love the class system. There's so much variety in the skill set that you could choose. That's easily my favorite part about the game, is how you have so much options and variety as far as what you want your character to look like. It's really cool. At number 2, I have DEEPWOKEN Layer 2, and I guess this isn't really a game, but it is a really big update for a game, and I feel like the second layer of DEEPWOKEN is probably gonna have just as much content as some of these games on this actual list, if not more, so I figured why not put it on here. DEEPWOKEN Layer 2 is featuring a brand new map, a bunch of new skills, a complete revamp to the combat. It's just basically a new game, or at least a huge adaptation to a game, so I figured it technically counts as a new game. Anyways, I'm not gonna say much about Layer 2, you already know what it is. I'm super excited to see that come out. And at number 1, and my final honorable mention, is Pixel Piece, which is basically a One Piece game, but it's pixelated. Now this game to me doesn't look like it's doing anything incredibly special that's different from other One Piece games, but it is trying something new using this pixelated art style, so I figured seeing as this One Piece game is trying something unique, I think it's worth going on here. And that is it for the honorable mentions. And number 10 on the actual list, I have Shonen Smash 2, the sequel to, in my opinion, probably the best Smash anime type game on Roblox. I'll be honest, Shonen Smash wasn't really anything crazy. The game wasn't super amazing, but it was pretty much the first anime Smash type game of its kind, and the game was really good for that. Now my friend 10 is working on a sequel to that game, and based off what he's shown me as far as sneak peeks, it looks like it's gonna be really fun. I'm somebody who really enjoys these types of games, so I love games like Smash, Multiverses, Brawlhalla, and seeing a decent Roblox version of this with the anime characters I love being made, I'm definitely on that. Shonen Smash 2, I can't wait to play. The game looks really fun. 10 is a great dev, so I'm 100% sure it's gonna come out well. Yeah, not too much to say about that considering I didn't get to see much of that myself yet. So number 9, I have Worldwide, which is the second One Piece game on this list and the last. So Worldwide is a hardcore Roblox One Piece game that's going to be releasing to the public. Most hardcore One Piece games are closed community, but this one is going to be public. I can't say too much about the game just yet because I don't really get to do much but play with the combat, and I can tell you guys from the combat it was really enjoyable, and I'm sure it's gotten better since then. I'm not a tester for this game, so I can't speak on it too much, but the combat was really fun. There's clashing, there's a whole bunch of different styles, or there were back when I tested it. I can't really explain to you guys the appeal of a hardcore One Piece game, but I can say that it's more like the actual show than most games you see nowadays, like Grand Prix Online, Blox Fruits. So if you're a huge One Piece fan like me and you want to play a real Roblox One Piece game, then I would say go for a while when it releases, because the game is pretty fun. It is a hardcore game though, so you guys will have to worry about that. I'm just letting you know. At number 8, I have Clover RPG, and this is a new Roblox Black Clover game. Now I would have put Clover higher on this list, but the only issue is I don't know much about the game myself. I only recently learned about about it. The game's description says that it's a mix of PvP and PvE with mass exploration, temples, caves, and ruins to be explored. So it looks like open world exploration is going to be very heavy in this game, which I love. We don't really get that many Black Clover games on Roblox to begin with, so if this game's combat is fun, which based off the sneak peeks it does look like it'll be somewhat enjoyable, then I'm definitely going to be playing this. I also heard that this game is going to be releasing somewhat soon, and based off that, I mean, we're going to have a good Black Clover game sooner or later. The combat looks like it might actually involve skill, which a lot of games, especially Black Clover games, the few that we get, don't really usually have, so hopefully they do stay true to that. Yeah, I wish I could say more about this, but that's really all I can say, seeing as I haven't actually played the game myself. These are the same developers who are working on 100 Tales, which is another game I'm waiting on that I haven't been able to test myself just yet. So yeah, the magic looks interesting. The game, from what I've been able to see so far, looks like it could be fun, so I can't really say too much else beside that. And yeah, at number 7 I have Wisteria 2, and I'm really excited for this. So Wisteria, just like Demon Journey, was a Roblox Demon Slayer game that came out, I want to say, at least a year or two ago, and just like Demon Journey 2, they're now working on a sequel. Now the difference between this game and Demon Journey 2 is that this game completely dropped their R6 style. If you don't know what R6 is, it's kind of like a blocky rig, and now they're doing R15, and the game looks so much slicker now. Judging off the sneaks, this looks like it's going to be really fun, and I personally cannot wait for Wisteria 2. Wisteria was a fun Demon Slayer game, but it was grindy, so if this game removes the amount of grind and just makes it more fun, have more things to do in the game, this could be a really solid Demon Slayer game. I just recently learned that there was a Wisteria 2 coming out myself, and I looked at the sneaks and I was like, oh, okay, I have to play this game because it looked really fun. I'm not gonna lie to you, but yeah, Wisteria 2, I cannot wait to play it. My biggest thing with this game is that they try to improve on what they failed at with the last game, and as long as they do that, I'm in with this project, man. I'm all in. Number 6, I have Pixelbound, and this is another game that I'm really excited to see. More specifically, I want to see if I'm gonna like this game or dislike it, because just judging off sneak peeks, it looks really good. From what I can see, this is an open world RPG type game, kind of like something like DEEPWOKEN, and judging based off that alone, man, I'm already gassed to play this. I also like how they're doing a unique style, which is this pixelated blocky art style, and we have had games on Roblox that have succeeded while doing this. The magic looks fun, the combat looks fun, I love the different races, the armors, all of it looks really cool. I cannot wait to see what Pixelbound looks like. This is one of those games where you're really gassed, you're super excited to see it, but you just have to play it for yourself to kind of see if you like it or not, and I'm getting those vibes heavily here. I personally really can't wait to see if I enjoy the game or not. I think I will, but like I said, I can't do anything until I play for myself. But yeah, that's Pixelbound. At number 5, I have a game that, honestly speaking, I wasn't very excited for, but after seeing some more of the sneak peeks VTEX has posted on Twitter, I'm really excited to play ARCANE Adventures, man. Now, prior to me actually changing my opinion, I didn't like the game's effects, but VTEX has been constantly upgrading them. He's been working on open world systems like tsunamis, whirlpools, thunderstorms, heavy rain, stuff like that. And as y'all know, as a huge One Piece fan, so I'm working on a One Piece game myself, I love cool stuff like that. I really liked ARCANE Odyssey. Like, that was probably my favorite game, or at least probably my favorite RPG game when I was a little bit younger. So seeing as a sequel was being made that's going to be better based off what I'm seeing, at least, I'm really excited for this. Just judging off the sneak peeks, you cannot tell me that you wouldn't at least try this game for a solid 5-10 minutes, and then probably once you tried it for that long, you'd be stuck. Yeah, I'm super excited for ARCANE Adventures, man, and it's crazy because at first I really wasn't. I just really like how much effort VTEX is putting in to make the game so realistic. Like, ships have a durability, enemy ships can spawn that you can attack. It's just a whole bunch of on the sea pirate related stuff, and that's like a small portion of the game. Realism in games will always be so important, and I feel like ARCANE Adventures has completely nailed that, and that's another reason why I'm so excited to see this come out. So on number 4, I have a game that we only recently saw on Roblox, or at least only recently saw a trailer for, and that game is Pocket Anime. If you play Pokemon, which I don't personally, but I did get into Arceus, which is one of the newer Pokemon games, and it kind of resparked my love for it, then you're gonna play this game. From what I can see, this is literally just a very high quality version of anime and Pokemon just kind of mixed together and made into a game, and it looks good. The transportation options for this game just look so diverse, the maps look so beautiful, the gameplay looks so fun and exciting. I really can just see myself playing this game for hours, and I'm not even a huge Pokemon fan like that. But when you take anime and Pokemon, two things that I have enjoyed in the past, and put them together, I mean, you can do things like ride on ships from One Piece to get from point A to point B, ride on Ace's coffin boat, take the motorcycles from Dragon Ball. And I know these are all really small details, but small stuff like this that gets the player immersed in the game, making you think, oh, I'm actually here playing this right now. That's what gets you playing. I almost forgot about this game, and then I realized, okay, this has to go on the list because the game looks so good. Yeah, I actually cannot wait to see this game come out. It looks so fun, man. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of turn-based combat on Roblox, so that that might bring this game down a tiny bit for me, but aside from that, I can see myself playing this, man. I really can. But yeah, with that being said, that's my number 4, Pocket Anime. I'm really excited to see that come out. So number 3, I have Anime Showdown. Now this is another ABA type game, except this one, in my opinion, is probably the best we've seen so far. Like, this game looks like it might have the ability to actually compete with ABA. And normally I would never say that because ABA has cemented itself in the community so well, but this game's combat, its roster, its effects, its animations, they all look so good to the point where I'm like, maybe this game can compete with ABA. Now they just released a trailer for this game, and after watching it, I was like, okay, this game is gas. I can't wait to play this because it really did look good. We get a lot of ABA type games. It's not a very rare thing in the community to get a new one. I'd say we get a new one every few months, maybe even every 2 months, but we don't ever really get one where I can say, okay, these effects are absolutely beautiful. Who are they hiring for this game? Anime Showdown, they kind of took my breath away with this, man. At number 2, I have TOWERBOUND, which is definitely the best webtoon game on Roblox. This game is great. It's really just good. The things I like about TOWERBOUND, if I had to make it simple, I like how vast it is. You could play the game for hours and you probably wouldn't figure anything out because, you know, I made it super difficult for no reason, but that's okay because it makes it more fun. There's a whole bunch of different classes that are accurately represented from the actual anime, manga, webtoon, whatever you want to call it, Tower of God, and it's all represented super well. There's wave controllers, spear bearers, light bearers, all of that. Anything you could think of that was in the actual Tower of God webtoon, the great houses, clans, families, whatever, it's all there. And as someone who was actually put on to Tower of God based off this game, I gotta say that's worth checking out too. Definitely go rate if you haven't yet. TOWERBOUND is looking crazy. I really cannot wait to play this game. If you look at the combat, it looks so fluid and it's kind of unlike anything I've ever seen on Roblox. Honestly, there are some points during fights in this game where you just can't tell, like, am I just spam clicking or like is it taking skill? Because Fino's made this combat so rapid paced, so fast that I've never seen such fast combat in a game before. TOWERBOUND is fun as hell. I really cannot wait to see this game come out. I'm super excited for that. That being said, my number 1 game that I'm most excited to see on this list is Holy War X. And I'll be honest, this didn't used to be so high. I would have put Holy War X at number 2 or 3 before, but after seeing the recent sneak peeks, this game was looking pretty hype. I'm not gonna lie. The models look beautiful, the animations, cutscenes look beautiful. I love how immersive the game has become, and I'm still scared that it's gonna become a spin cash grab, but the different races look really good. All of the weapons look really good. So much variety in the weapons, everything they've done. What I've noticed is AlphaX has taken a bunch of inspiration. AlphaX is the owner, by the way. He's taken a lot of inspiration from a bunch of different games, whether it's actual simulations games like Grand Cross, Assassin's Creed, stuff like that. And I feel like that's really important is for a game owner to have a lot of diversity in his game. Not only that, they've added in a lot of features to make the parkour and movement a lot more flexible and just overall feel way better. Like, I noticed it was a sliding option, and this is something that I don't know why more games don't do. Seriously, sliding adds so much to games, man. So I don't see why more games don't do it. But Holy War, I'm super excited for. I think Alfie really did his thing with this game. Truthfully, I really feel as if he knew what he was doing and he had a plan and the game is looking good. I love the flight system specifically, like the fact that fairies can fly in this game and it looks so damn clean. I'm really excited for this. That was my top 10 upcoming games of fall 2022. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Later.